Hey, it's Crystal, the Traveling Addict. I wanted to give you a quick video on my update on my van. I finished the ceiling and I want to share with you a couple of things that I would have done different. I bought the cedar planks, the tongue and groove, 1/4 inch. I wanted it to be as light as possible on the top of the roof so I wouldn't be top heavy. The problem with the 1/4 inch is it's so thin that it breaks really easy. I mean, you just pinch it off and it breaks. So that was really hard to work with because the tongue and groove just flakes off just like that. But I'm glad I used it because it is so light and it's cedar planking. The other thing I would have done different is I started my row in the very center, right in the middle. You can see the fan is right in the middle, so I couldn't get a full run. I think if I were to do it again, I would start on one side of the fan or the other side of the fan to have a straight run to make sure I was straight. Now I still had to use 2 pieces of wood because this is 8 foot and my van is like 8.9 feet back there. And I guess the third thing I would have done, I cut the pieces in the same spot. Here I did one, and then I started down there and I did back and forth in the same spot. I really should have spaced it out like halfway, 1/3 of the way, that kind of thing. I think that would have been better. And I guess another thing I would have done different is try to cut my boards where the end piece that I cut went up under the trim, because sometimes I spliced them together in the middle of the panels with the cut end button up to the other end. Does that make sense? I guess I can lay in bed and just look at that and remember the work we put into doing that. But other than that, I mean, it's my first ceiling, so I feel good about it. I feel like some of the pieces could have been tighter. But again, this tongue and groove on this is really hard to make it fit. And if it dented in a little bit, like, you know, if you just pinched it, maybe you stepped on the side of it, or you just pinched it a little bit trying to get it in, then it wouldn't go in anymore because it just breaks off real easy. So those are my tips. I wouldn't know if I recommended this stuff, but I do like that it is so light. I mean, it's paper light. I will not use it for the walls, but I think it was a great choice for the ceiling, just to keep the weight down up there. And so when I got the ceiling finished, well, as I was doing it, I stuffed it with wool. The wool up there was really hot. The roof was just phenomenally hot up there. I couldn't believe how hot it was. And the wool is actually keeping the inside of the van cool. So that was pretty nice to see that. That's it for now. I appreciate you guys watching, and I'll see you on the next van build. Now, I'll see you on the next step of my van build. I will probably never see me do another van build ever. Take care. I appreciate you guys, everyone who watches my videos. Thank you.